Hello, Art Bosses. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Art Biz Download. My name is Rena Uha. I'm here every single week giving you the insights, the download on how to take all this artwork, that we're creating and turning it into a income cash flow. Okay, so that's what we do here. And we also, this isn't just about like tips and tricks. What I really want to show you today is the power of the tools that are sitting out in the marketplace that allow for us to increase sales from all the different places where we sell our artwork. You know, here at the Art Boss Formula, we talk a lot about leveraging the power of the online market, but today I'm shifting it and I'm mixing it up a little bit. We're going to be talking about the power of selling more artwork from the shows that you're doing this summer. Okay. It's the end of, is it? Yeah, it's already summer. No, it's not. Summer's next month. It's the end of spring. We're moving into summer. We're doing shows. We're doing the work. We're lugging our artwork, taking our show panels across, packing them up in the car or the truck or the U-Haul. We're investing in traveling time, the traveling money. We're investing in the time to create a whole new collection and sit outside for many of you in the sun, sometimes in the rain, sometimes in the tornado. When I did a show down in Texas, it was tornado season. We'd pack everything up and pray that our stuff was still there after the tornado sirens went off. But the reality is, when you have the tools that allow for you to continue to sell your artwork long after your booth is taken down, that's what allows for you to leverage the power of these tools and continue to sell. Okay, so let me just kind of break this down. Most of us, when we go to an art show or an art fair, we're like, what's my checklist? What do I need to bring? You're like, I need to bring my art. I need to bring my art. I need to bring myself. I need to bring my show panels or my grid wall or my tables or my displays. I need to bring huge one. I need to bring my tool where I can take payment, right? PayPal, Stripe, whatever you use. And you're like, I'm good to go. The problem with only bringing that tool set to a show is you're only able to sell artwork on one day, or maybe it's a weekend, 2 days. Okay. Or maybe you're doing Laguna and it's several weekends. Okay. It's like several, it's 10, 20 days. Okay. The reality is, if you only count on the sales that you can close from the people who make a decision in 3 minutes, you're missing out on all the people that, if they simply could continue the art conversation with you beyond the show, would close. And you honestly would see that you close more sales from the people who let you know they want to continue the art conversation, but they just can't purchase in 3 minutes. You're going to see an increase of at least 30%. Take the sales that you're closing at your events and add another 30% at minimum. We have artists like Kate, who's like, I just traveled all the way from Colorado. She drove all the way from Colorado over to Michigan. And she's like, I closed 2 prints. That show in the past, I would close 10K at minimum. This year, it was horrible. Okay, we'll just say it in a nice way. It was horrible. And I only closed 2 prints. But because instead of just only counting on the sales that I closed during that weekend, I had my lead magnet out there. We're going to talk about the power of the QR code today. And my QR code. And what I ended up walking away with was permission to contact 200 people. I had their names, their phone numbers, their email addresses to continue the conversation. Some of those leads were super hot. They were like, yes, call me. Some of those people were like, yeah, I would love to see more of what you do. I would love to see what you're creating over the next year. Yeah, send me information about what you're doing. I would love to talk to you more. Okay, so because of that, she went home with 2 print sales, right? And then she ended up closing 2 commissions after the next week. And she put an offer out to all of that email list and opened up her commission calendar, and she closed 7 sales. Okay, just by saying, hey, if you're still interested, basically, if you're still interested, I have the ability to create the exact piece that you want. Just grab a spot on my commission calendar and I can create that for you. So she closed 7 more. But this is what you're missing. Okay. Her artwork sells at $5,000 to $7,000. And so she just had a $40,000 email campaign. like it just closed 40K. That was because she did a show. She had to travel across the country. She was super disappointed in only closing 2 prints for that whole weekend. She is definitely in the red after the weekend. But because she didn't stop there and just accept that, because she looked at her event as not only an income generator, but a future buyer and lead generator, that's what made the difference. Okay. So I'm going to show you behind the scenes what it looks like to have a QR code sitting in your booth, right? See where it says, yes, you can. That should be a QR code there. Yes, you can, with a QR code, which says, yes, you can grab a free gallery quality limited print from me today by simply scanning this QR code. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to talk about the power of that QR code, and we'll walk you through what it looks like on the backside. I know you're like, great, I have a QR code, but then what? Okay. At the end of today, I'm going to give you a challenge. That's what the download's about, the Art Business Download. I'm going to give you a challenge to sell more artwork and get more leads. This is how we do it. Okay. So let's take a look at a QR code. Okay, so first step, create your artwork. Create your artwork, okay? Create your artwork. And after you create your artwork, your next question should be, how can I sell my artwork? Okay, so I'm just showing you. I love painting. I love creating artwork. And I create a lot, okay? For me, it's personal satisfaction. For my clients, they love what I do. This is my study size. Okay. These aren't my like big scale paintings. These are my studies. And I'm out there all the time, and behind my art studio, the creation part is behind that wall back there. I'm just creating artwork. Okay. Whether every single one of these pieces sell does not matter. It's finding a path to identifying who is interested in my artwork, okay? And who would be interested in purchasing, okay? Yeah, I sell some of my studies, not like I don't make offers to them very often, but yeah, there are times when I do. Instead, I focus on my signature offer, which is large format floral paintings. Okay, that back there is probably a 5x8, I believe. It might be 4x7, yeah, I don't know, it's somewhere. But I love large format paintings. But for my studies, okay, I have to do studies in order to get people to see, okay, to see this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be going to summer shows, and I recognize that, yes, okay, someone isn't going to be able to make a decision to buy a huge painting within 3 minutes or even 30 minutes. They're going to want to go home. They're going to want to measure their space. When they're investing close to $10,000 for a piece of artwork, they're going to need a little bit more time. So I have to have a tool, a QR code, to get their names. Okay. Let's shift this from, instead of just handing them a business card, let me see if I can find one. I just moved in, so I don't have, my stuff isn't really set up all in the right place. But let's just pretend like this is a business card. I can hand them the business card, but then I'm hoping that they call me. Or I can say, hey, just grab the lead magnet, sign up for the lead magnet, and I'll send you information. Okay. So, or you can have a QR code to book a call. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing right now, is I'm going to show you the power of the QR code. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. Okay. This is one. This is a QR code. They're free to create and out in the marketplace. But what's important about the QR code is what's sitting behind here. Okay, so again, at the end of this little mini training today, I'm going to make a challenge to you, because if you're doing shows and you're skipping this step, you're missing out on the bulk of your sales. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to turn on your phone, pretend like you're an art buyer, and you're like, yeah, I would absolutely love to get a free digital download. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So open up your phone, turn on your camera, right? Shoot the QR code, and it's going to open up what we call a lead magnet. Okay, so I'm going to let you see and do it yourself. Okay, this is a lead magnet that says, okay, this is a demo. So this is my Mother's Day lead magnet. Okay, get a free Mother's Day note card. Okay, it's headed your way. It's a gift from Ren Auha Studio. If you don't have a tool sitting behind there, making an offer in your free zone that you can grab something from free in exchange for your email address, you can't continue a conversation after your show is over. So I want you to just grab it. Okay, grab it. You have to have one of these sitting behind your QR code. Now, the reality is, you're going to grab 200 names. Okay. If you have a show that has 1,000 people coming through, you're going to grab the email addresses, probably somewhere between 20 to 40% of the people who come through, depending on how good you are at grabbing people in your free zone. Okay. So we love to have a mechanism that allows for you. Okay. This is what I worry about Okay. I worry that you're doing all this work and you're only taking the sales that happen in a couple hours instead of collecting the sales and then saying, goodbye, that's it, no more. Oh, darn, I wish it was a better show. Let's collect the sales that happen that day and then have a path to create more sales over the next week, the next month, and the next year, simply because people want to have conversation with you. Okay. So I know that most artists leave their shows and have no idea who loves their artwork. Okay. So let's find out the power of the QR code. Put that QR code on a big poster, put it like right next to your best piece of artwork, right? So this is my signature piece in my shows. It's huge. People come into the booth. It's got lots of texture. They want to touch it. Can I touch your artwork? Yes, you can touch my artwork. I know when someone touches it, that engagement is super important. It's what I look for in order to know who's serious about purchasing artwork versus someone who's just not interested in art, would rather spend the money on a four-wheeler, right? Or rather spend the money on something else. Okay. So if they're going to go touch it, that's what I'm doing. Okay. But if I just stop there, let them touch it and go, oh, I hope they come back and buy, I'm not going to ever close that sale. Yet if I have a QR code right next to it, says, oh my goodness, grab a free gallery quality digital download, limited time only, just during today's show, they're going to grab it. They're going to give me their email address and I'm going to be able to close more sales. Okay. So what do we do? Okay. What do? We got to get a QR code. QR codes are free. They're out there in the marketplace, but what you need is a lead magnet sitting behind it. Okay. You grab it, take a look at the QR code, scan it, take a look at it. This is what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a look at the QR code. So let me pop over here. And let's take a look at what's sitting behind it. Okay, so here, let me let me go ahead and pull up my screen and I'm going to show you the full lead magnet. I thought I had this pulled up, but I didn't. Sorry. Okay. Here is, let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay. Here's the lead magnet. Okay. Really simple, really engaging, shows a picture of what they're getting. And when someone taps here, okay, then they put in their name. Okay. So go ahead and put in your name and see what happens. This is a demo. Okay. So what you're going to get when you put in your name is you're going to get an email that's from me that says, hey, this is your demo email. This is where we start continuing the conversation with our future customers and we deliver what we promise. I want you to just get a feel and experience of this. Okay. But here's what is the most beautiful part. Okay. When someone, since I just clicked on the QR code, I just created that QR code this morning. When someone clicks on the QR code, I immediately see that I had that was me, one person clicked on the QR code. So I can start seeing how powerful my QR code is, that people are actually scanning it and they're seeing my artwork and they're getting the opportunity to continue the conversation with me. I also, okay, so let's pop back here. This is what also happens. I walk you through it. Okay, so someone sees the QR code and you're like, hey, grab this free limited time digital copy of a note card. Would love for you to have that. It will, number one, it will grab they're going to go in and they're going to put in their contact information. Okay. They're giving you permission to send that digital note card to them. That's beautiful. It allows for us to continue our conversation. So what ends up happening after that is you're going to get a notification. You're going to get a name of the person. It's like Susie Smith just signed up for your free digital download. It is going to send the free digital download to them. And also it's going to give you the opportunity to continue talking to them after your show's closed. Okay. So after you take down your booth and you go back home, you're going to see hundreds of people who loved your artwork. You may not have had the opportunity to talk to them during the actual show. They might have just popped in and popped out. This is buyer psychology. They are going to see every booth in that show. So if they see your artwork before they're done with the last piece or the last artist, they're going to be like, I love your stuff, but I need to see everything else. Let's remind them how much they loved our artwork, even if they leave our booth and never come back that day. Okay. So we love this. We love this tool here at the Art Boss. It allows for us to continue to close more and more sales. Okay. So if you go ahead and I'm going to add this up here. Okay. So move. If you grab, there you go. Grab this code, experience what it's like to see a lead magnet, and then see how you can continue to sell more artwork long after your show's over, simply because people are like, show me more of your artwork. I'd love to learn more about you. I'd love to learn more about your art studio. I'd love to learn more about everything about you. And yeah, absolutely. Send me a free digital note card. That would be amazing. Okay. So lead magnets are powerful. If you didn't catch last week's training on the power of lead magnets, then you need to grab that. Because if you're like, well, I don't want to give away a free digital note card, there's a list of 80 different lead magnets that you can use in your business. When I started writing down all of them, there were 80 of them. The note card, I love that one because it's really simple to get someone to say yes to that. But go ahead and grab this. Now, here's the challenge. Okay, I'm putting out a challenge. If you do shows, and if you're in galleries or you're selling online, this works too. But if you're doing shows, add to your checklist a lead magnet so that you can continue to close more sales the day after your show's closed, the week after, the month after, the year after, simply because people are saying, tell me more. And then you're following up and you're actually telling them more. So here's two options. Number one, do this on your own. Build your lead magnet. Okay. Build it in any tool you want to, and put it on a QR code and put it in your show. Okay. Number one, do that. And then come back to me after your show's over and say, okay, I have all these leads. Now what? Okay. And I'm going to give you your emails. I'm going to give you your, the strategy behind how you close more sales from those people. Okay. I'm going to create a marketing campaign that allows for you to close everything from an automated entry-level offer to your big kahuna. Okay. We're going to talk through all of that. And we're going to give that to you. Okay. That's what we do. For those of you who are like, I have no idea how to take a QR code and build the lead magnet behind it, create the email sequence, and create that whole entire strategy for closing more sales after I leave my booth, after my booth closes down. We're offering that art buyer kit still. It's a really great deal. It's $9.97 and we build it for you. Okay. We just give you the link and the QR code and off you go. Put it on your poster, put it on your own business cards, put it on your marketing materials, and go out and find your buyers. Okay. So it's called the Art Buyer Kit, and we put that all together for you. You can grab in the description. You can grab also in the comments below. You can grab the link for that Art Buyer Kit. $9.97, and it allows for you to close more sales. Even if you just close one more sale, you should be charging $1,000 for your original artwork. Okay. That is the power of our artwork. And when we communicate the value of our artwork, you need help getting your pricing up, we do that as well. But if you sell one piece of art, additional piece of artwork, simply because you make offers after the event, this tool pays for itself. For those of you who are like, oh my goodness, I already sell at 1,000 or more, then this tool automatically pays for yourself within the very first show that you do. And then you have it forever, ever more. And it continues. Everything afterwards is just pure profit. So love this. Love this. Even think about this. If you're only closing at $200 and you can close 5 more sales over the next 3 months, what the heck? It pays for itself. And now you have the ability to continue to use this tool every single show that you go to. And in the future, again, come on back. We'll show you how to use it in your online market. We'll show you how to use it in your galleries. Because if you're not making a plan for sales after you create your artwork, okay, what's the plan to sell this? You're not going to sell it, okay? If your plan is to simply give it to someone else to sell for you, like a gallery, great. Okay, great. I'm glad you have that. We can show you how to close more, even in your galleries. If your plan is to go to a summer show, make sure you're not hoping you sell this weekend, but you're creating the strategy to close some sales during the weekend and then not be freaked out if you only close a few sales that barely covers the cost, because now you have the ability to continue to close more and more sales. Okay. You'd be like Kate, where you end up doing a marketing email campaign that closes 40K the week after. Okay. Or you could be like Steffi, who has 200 email addresses that she is going through consistently every single month after she does the show and gets 200 more. She goes through and she starts creating a personal relationship with the people who are indicating they're ready to purchase. So we love this for you. We want this for you. Here's your challenge. Do it on your own. Get a QR code and a lead magnet up and running. When you have 200 email addresses, come back and say, what do I do next? Or just let us do it for you. The Art Buyer Kit link is below, and we will, it's brenauha.com/Art Buyer Kit, and we'll do that for you. We'll have it done in 3 to 5 days. Okay. So if you're like, oh, great, my show is in 2 weeks, we can get this done before you head out to your shows. This is the scariest thing for me. I'm working with a lot of artists and they're like, after my show's over, I'll then ask you what I need to do. Okay. But you're missing the thousands of people who are seeing your artwork during your show. You need this tool before you go to your shows. Okay. So don't go like, in the fall after the shows, I'll figure it out. Get it done now. And then either come back to us with your lead list or come to us and just say, build this for me. Okay. Love you guys. Have a really great weekend. I'm super excited to kind of start showing you more of my new studio. Still struggling with some lighting. Got a little bit of monster lighting going on. That's okay. But we are here for you. You have questions, you can reach out to us right here in the Facebook group. You can ask questions. Next Friday, I'll be here answering additional questions. So this week, the question that I got from the art bosses who are engaging and working with us is like, doing all these shows, how do I increase sales from shows? And this is it. It's called a QR code. It's really called a lead magnet. But for your shows, you need to have a QR code. Okay, so awesome. We'll see you guys soon. Have a really great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next Friday. Have a great one.